There we go. All right. So today is Wednesday, May 27th. Really excited to have you guys on here and also to have everybody who's listening on. So a few things I just want to start with are just the basics, the what we have for sale on sale. This month we have the Pio Still Challenge Pack for 140. We have the Insanity Max Challenge Pack for 180. We have the Body Beast for 140. And then the Ultimate Reset is also on sale. I believe that's 275. So those are on sale through Sunday. So if you can, have anybody might be interested in those, then now's your time to get out there to them. I don't know what's for sale yet for June. Usually we find out a day or two before the first of the month. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. So for upcoming groups, we have June 1st, we're going to start our own challenge group or accountability group. So we're going to break away from the other in Partnership We Shine and start our own. I'm not sure how long we're going to have it last, whether it'll be, for a couple months, see how it's going until we build up. It'll definitely probably be ongoing for at least, I'd say, a month or two. And then if we have other people for other programs specific, we can do something more specific for them. Like if 21 Day Fix is on sale next month, more than likely we'll do a separate 21 Day Fix group in June. I actually was counting back. I was hoping to maybe do like a Fit by the 4th group, which would put us around June 15th. That would give you 21 days till the 4th of July. So that could be something we could aim for too. So the group that starts on the 1st would be anybody that purchases any challenge pack. So any program with Shakeology. If they already have a program and they want to just add Shakeology, they could do that too and still be in the accountability group. In terms of postings, if anybody is interested in helping with the posts, maybe like helping post some motivational stuff along the way or some recipes along the way or some program specific stuff, let me know. And we can kind of factor you into the schedule. Like Tuesdays could be your days or whatever you want. So if you feel like you're ready for that, you can do that. That's the 1st. We'll be starting June 8th. I'm going to be starting my next free challenge. I'm going to do a 7-day. I'm kind of trying to decide between, there was one I saw that was called Melt Your Muffin Top for 7 days, or a summer leg challenge. So I don't know if anybody has any input in one of those. We can get that kind of advertised and start promoting something free that you could promote to people, create an event. If you have seen in the links on our team page, I made a video of how I actually do my free groups. So you can kind of check that out and get an idea if you want to give that a try for June. And then let's see, the In Partnership We Shine group will have a open house or sneak peek on June 19th. So if you have any potential coaches that want more information on coaching, it's free, no obligation. It's a great way to get people more information on coaching. So keep that in mind. And as it gets closer, we can talk more about that. Actually, sorry, that's June 15th. So those are the 3 things. Those are the 3 upcoming groups right now. Like I said, once I know what the sale is, we may add a 21-day fix group June 15th. So in terms of the next thing I would plan to talk about was social media. So that was kind of the topic I was going to cover tonight. Mostly Facebook, but I'm in terms of all the other social media. One thing I want you to keep in mind is everything that I've ever heard from anyone that's a top coach is to pick one form of social media and stick with it. Get good at it. Study it, learn it, and find a way to get good at it rather than picking 3 or 4 different kinds and kind of doing a little here and a little there. Because you just don't, if you can't focus on one, you need to start by focusing on one. For me, I've focused on Facebook. I do a little Instagram, but I haven't done a whole lot with it, so I'm not as familiar with it. A few things about Facebook to keep in mind. It's recommended that you post 3 to 5 times a day. Now, those are not all Beachbody posts, but they could be anywhere from, personal about you, about your workout that you did, about what you're doing for the day, where you're taking your kids, your grandkids, whoever they may be. What I suggest is maybe make a list of 10 things about you. Like, what are your interests? What do you like to do? Where do you like to go? Do you like to cook? So you could share recipes. So find your niche or, something. And that's kind of where you can form what you're posting and who you are. Are mom, a fit mom? Like, we go down to the lake, so I know I post a lot of lake stuff. In the winter, we snowboard, so I post more snowboarding type stuff. So that kind of just, you want to find different things that might have people kind of form a relationship with you over this social media or find a way to relate to you. So maybe make a list of 5 to 10 things about yourself, and those are kind of where you can base those posts off of. Now, of course, of those 3 to 5 posts a day, at least one should be about Beachbody, whether it be just about what you did, your workout, whether it be an advertisement of a group we have coming up, something to, keep showing that people that can know what's going on and what you're doing and what you have coming up. Now, one really important thing to keep in mind about Facebook is just because you're posting 3 to 5 times a day does not mean that everybody in your friends page is seeing those. So if you're worried about, bothering people with all your posts or people, the Facebook goes and moves so quickly that more than likely people are not seeing everything you're posting. Now, one thing to keep in mind and one thing we recommend as a team is make sure you friend request as many people as you can that are on our team. So that way when you see their posts, you're liking and commenting on their posts and they do the same for you. Because, again, in Facebook, they have a lot of different algorithms that the more posts that have more likes will show up on more people's news feeds because that's meaning more people want to see them. So if you're liking people's posts and you're commenting on people on our team's posts, then it's more likely that the people, their friends, will be seeing their posts then as well. So that's kind of something we can do for each other to help get their posts more open and having people see them more often. Another thing, if you see anything of mine that you like, feel free to copy anything that you see of another teammates. Feel free to copy it. I recommend instead of pressing share, to save it to your own computer and then repost it as your own. Either change the wording around. You don't even have to change the wording around. It's up to you if you want to make it more personal. But more than anything, it's coming from your website. If you click share, it's going to say it's coming from me. And it could, they may not know that you're, in fact, the person behind this or you're the person that wants doing Beachbody at the time. So another thing, be consistent. So if you're, posting a couple times a day and then all of a sudden you get too busy and you disappear for 2-3 weeks, people are going to wonder, hey, what's up with that? She was doing this and now she's not. Or, so you want to keep in mind that you want to try and stay as consistent as you can. Yes, there are days where I don't post something about I kind of, I don't want to overwhelm people. So I do take some days off, especially after I've met my goals. If I've met my goals for the month, I do take it easy a little bit more and let it kind of build up a little bit to get me back ramped up for the next month. But you don't want to disappear. You want to stay consistent and have people always know that you are going to be their Beachbody coach. You'll be there for them when they're looking for that program. In terms of adding new people, so one thing we always want to be doing is not just, inviting our current friends, but we need to always be adding people. So a few things you can do on Facebook, there's always that people you may know section. You can scroll through that. I mean, there might be people that, you were friends with where you used to work, or friends where you used to live at a different place. Friends from high school that, those are all, one thing I realized when I started Beachbody was now Facebook was kind of my business and my place of business now. So there are a lot of people that I've added on Facebook as friends that I probably wouldn't have done that a year and a half ago. I knew them in high school, but did I really, need to add them as friend? No, but they're potential customers. So the realm of, Facebook to me is now business. It's not so much personal anymore. So that's something to keep in mind when you're questioning whether you should add them or not. Just add them. Worst comes to worst is they can always say no, and they can always unfriend you. Your feelings cannot get hurt if somebody just decides that that's not what they want. I mean, and that's okay. You find somebody else who is. The other thing is maybe go to a friends list. So like you have a friend from high school that you knew that's on there. Go to their friends list. Look through who they're friends with. And they may be people you know as well. So that's another place to look for, adding new people. And then the free challenges. Like I said, we have, I try and do a free challenge every month. And that's been really successful for me for adding people that I don't know. So if you can get on to the links and check out my tutorial of how to do that, then you can follow along. Or if you just want to kind of watch this one next week and you're not ready to do your own, that's okay too. And then, I'm always happy to walk you through that process in terms of doing your own free challenge. One last thing about social media is the Hootsuite. There is a website called Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE. It's a website that's designed to help you schedule posts on Facebook or other areas. It does not do Instagram. I think it just does Facebook, Twitter, and I've only really used it for Facebook. I'm going to post a tutorial that Shalise created on how to post on Hootsuite. It's awesome because you can schedule all your posts for the week. Like, if I'm going away, like I know I'm going away this weekend. So I'm going to tomorrow night sit down and schedule all my like motivational posts, some recipe ideas. So that way that part's already taken care of. I do not have to worry about posting Sunday's last minute. This is what's going to happen. Sunday's last minute, sorry. This is what's for sale. It's gone now. I don't have to worry about getting home in time to post that Sunday night or worry about getting on my phone to post it. I'll have it all scheduled out. It's a really, really, really good way to help you manage your time as well. So that way you're spending less time worrying about your posts and more time inviting and following up with people. So check out the tutorial on Hootsuite. If you have questions on how to work it or how to run it, I'm happy to help you do it. All my free groups, I always schedule the whole week out in there. And then I don't have to worry about getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to make sure that it's posted and everybody sees it in time. So that's a great place for you to check out when you're at the point where you're ready to start scheduling regularly. Now, in terms of Facebook or social media, do you guys have any questions right now about anything that I've talked about or anything that I said? Anything comes to mind? No? Okay. And anybody that's listening, if you have questions too, just let me know. One other thing I wanted to just go over was something that Rachel, you talked about today, and you sent me a message about, which, so there's one video. Where did you find that video? Was it one that I posted in the training?
It's one of the CEO to CEO
Okay.
one. It wasn't one of the ones that you had posted.
Okay.
Scrolling through them and found it. I think it's number 6.
Okay. I'll look for it and see, and if you can find it before I can and post it onto our team page, that would be great. So it was called Go for the Ask, and there was something that you said to me, which is really, really very true of what you said, and I've heard it before, and is that we're giving people a gift. We are providing you more than just a service. We're providing you with more than just we are giving you the gift of health. We're giving you the gift of fitness. We're giving you the gift of financial possibilities. So we're providing that to people. So it's more than just, just here's a product. I'm selling it to you. I'm this salesperson and I'm going to be gone out of your life. We're providing people with a lot more than that. So what Rachel said was that it's more awkward to leave things hanging on than to just ask somebody and accept their answer and move on. So first of all, you're never going to know if you don't ask. I know I do this all the time. I kind of assume that people are just not going to be interested. I assume that somebody's not going to want to be a coach. I'm just like, they have so much going on already as it is. Why would they want to do something like this? Or, they're already going to the gym. I noticed they post a lot of running stuff already. Well, Jamie, who's not on tonight, was always at the gym when I first met her. Like she, and a few months into me being a coach and telling her about it, she gave it a try. And now she does the Beachbody workouts. She still runs and goes to the gym, but she does Beachbody workouts. She's a coach, doing great. So you just don't know until you ask. And then, like you said, if their answer is yes, awesome. And if their answer is no, then that's okay. At least you've asked, you accept that answer, and you're able to move on to the next person. And that's something that I also say a lot too. Like, next, that's all you have to say. Like, it's okay if somebody says no, because at least you're asking. And we talked about this last week, but there's one book called Go for No. And his whole philosophy is the more no's you get, the better, because that's more people you're asking. And his top salespeople that I've ever heard have ever worked for him were always the people that asked. They got the most no's, but they were also his top salespeople. They also sold the most, because the more you ask, the more you get, and the more you invite, and the more you share, the more people that are going to want to follow you and join you. So that's pretty I think go for the ask and make sure you're asking and sharing, because if you don't, you won't know. So I think that's all I had for tonight. In terms of the upcoming groups, there's a few things I'm going to post about. And for whoever's listening tonight, I'm going to post it. And if everybody could respond, there's a few things I need some feedback on. The first one is our challenge group posts that is coming up June 1st. If you want to participate at all in any kind of way in terms of posting and being like scheduling any kind of posts or helping with that, just let me know and I can get you into the schedule. And if you have people that are going to want to participate in it, make sure that I've put you in the group so that you can add people in as you get them. That's first. The second group, if you have any input on what you want to do next month as to whether we want to focus it on legs or melt my muffin top, which I'm assuming is going to be more ab focused, let me know which one or the other. I'm going to try and get that set up tomorrow so that the event is out there for people to use and copy and paste for themselves to share with others. And then last, team call with like people's activities ending and some are starting. I don't know if Wednesday nights are still good for everybody or if there's another night now that maybe you don't have as many activities that work better for you guys. I was not sure if Thursday nights are any better for anyone. I know that Thursday nights I will be more than likely home and not out of town. Wednesdays are iffy because my husband's off every other Wednesday. So if Thursday nights work for people, then I'm going to post this and see if we could maybe transition in the next week or two to Thursday nights at same time, because we do have, Midwest and West Coast people. So it's kind of hard to get a good time any earlier for them. So I'll put that out there. So keep it in mind. Think about these 3 things. And that's all I have. Do you guys have any questions about anything? Anything you can think of right now? No?
No.
Okay. So this week is our last week of May. Think about your goals if you have any that you've set. Try and work towards them. Not too late to get where you want to be in this week. I mean, if you start sharing these sale products, maybe put out a promotion. Pio, I put something out where you could, and if you need a picture, I have a picture of it. Basically, it says try Shakeology, get Pio for $10. Because basically that's what you're doing, and that's a great way to promote it to people. People see, hey, if I get Shakeology, I'll get it for only $10. And same with Body Beast, you could do the same thing. So if you need something like that and want to share that, I have the pictures already ready to go. So that's another thing that you can share this last week. It could be like an end of the month sale, whatever you want to call it, and, share what we have going out before June comes, and then start thinking about your goals for June. Start planning ahead, thinking of how you want to plan. June is usually a pretty big month because people then are finishing up with school. They're starting to notice they may have some free time, and they might be going to the beach in July and August. So they want to kind of get, maybe lose some of that, the 10 pounds they wanted to lose, before they go on vacation. So think ahead, plan ahead, start making your list of who you want to invite and talk to, but it's not too late. You still have a week. You still have, you have 5 days to get, meet whatever goals you have for May as well. I think next month, we have grown tremendously this month. So hopefully next month we can really start focusing on goals and meeting those goals. And we have, whoa, I don't know what that was. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I heard that.
That was weird. So also one last thing, we have new coach training starting June 1st. So if you have anybody interested in being a coach, and they're ready to go and they want to, even if they want to do it for the discount, but just maybe learn a little bit about the coaching, we can put them in that new coach training, even if it's after the 1st. If they're a few days in, a week in, we can always add people to that new coach training group. Probably I'd say the most till about a week and a half, 2 weeks in. That's really weird. I don't know what that is. So a week to 2 weeks in, we can get people into the new coach training. After that, we probably would want to just work with them until July. So I think that's it for tonight. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Just double checking all my notes, but I think that's all I had. I guess one last thing, there was one post that I saw today that I thought would be a good quote to end the month with. Opportunities are never lost. Someone will take the one you miss. So it's either you or someone else. So get out there and start inviting people before somebody else does, is basically what it comes down to. So, and that's it. You guys have anything, need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. And I'm sure I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. I will talk to you well, I'll talk to you guys in the next couple of days, I'm sure. If you need anything, let me know.
Okay,
All right, bye. Good night.
bye.